Good morning. Today we're going to be working on a Porsche 983, installing the SONY XAV-AX5000, some installation accessories, and backup camera. Here we got the 5000. We're planning on having the CarPlay, Android Auto, XM radio. When you throw it in, when you put the car in reverse, it's going to have the backup camera. And we have a couple installation accessories, but that's the short version. We're going to get into this car now. All right, here we got the Porsche convertible 983.
Yeah, boy!
We're gonna be throwing SONY XAV-AX5000 CarPlay. I'm gonna be adding a backup camera up here. We got the Boxster S. This vehicle's got the CR22. What do we got here? CR220 with the EQ down here, the DSP system. What we're going to plan on doing today, we're going to take the radio equalizer out. The climate controls will get moved down, and we're going to do a new SONY Blvd up here. CarPlay, we're going to go ahead and put a microphone up behind the rear view mirror here. There will be a USB port as well for this. Typically we'll put those in the pocket here. May come further back into this armrest. Oh yeah, he's got some USB stuff in here already that he's probably planning on using. But at any rate, Boxster S. This is the Porsche 983 body style, and this will be all new. When he puts in reverse, it'll go to the backup camera. Let's get into it. All right, so we're gonna wire up this harness. This will be a interior wrapped harness, interior tape wrapped harness. So we are going to use solder tape. This will be your typical 3M electrical tape, and then black hole interior harness tape. Alright, when it comes to these harnesses, for the most part, everything's color for color. Your speaker wires, your powers, grounds. Occasionally it'll come to dimmer wires. If you have like an orange wire on your radio, or orange white, and there's even an orange black. Just for reference, you could take orange whites to oranges, but you definitely don't ever use orange black. Alright, so here we got these cut strip back, and we're just kind of crisscrossing them, overlaying them, getting them tied pretty tight. And then once you got good copper to copper, we're going to go ahead and hit these with a little bit of solder. And when you're soldering, you want to get the, I'll show you on the next one here. When you're soldering, you want to heat the wire and feed the solder. That makes sure that like the solder is melting and it's not on the soldering iron. So that's how you want to do those. If you're doing it any other way, you're going to get what's called a cold solder, and those look pretty, but they don't function. So don't worry about making it look pretty. Make sure you're getting good heat and the solder is flowing into the wire, kind of like this. See that? Alright, now we're going to move on to harnessing this up, taping this over. About 1.5 times the coverage. So there you have it. We got the SONY wired up to the vehicle harness. Once we're in the vehicle, we'll have to determine which pin location this goes into. This is for the power antenna, but I'll clip in one of those spots and we'll have this wired up nice. Alright, we're going to remove the radio. Remove the radio, test our harness. These are tight. Take your time taking these out. Don't want to damage the clips that hold the radio in. But definitely the hardest or tightest fit that you could get in a radio. The white wire in here is where this blue one's gonna go. Hey Steve, would you grab me my phone off the counter over there? Thank you. So we're going to pair our phone, go to settings, Bluetooth, and pairing. And we're going to tap on the XAV-AX5000.
The sun coming up on the east side. Had a little runner with some trouble last night. You still awake?
Alright, working great. Sounds great. We can move on with our harness and so forth. Alright, so we've got our Sony radio and bezel here. This bezel goes into the factory bezel. There's a locking clip mechanism that goes around everything. So here we're gonna attach the radio to the bezel. We're looking for a nice flush appearance. Completely flush at the top. The button bar protrudes just a smidge, but we're gonna run with this. This is the best angle that the kit will allow. And it's actually a good view, really good viewing angle once you're in the car. The factory radio kind of points down. Totally flush at the top there. Totally flush up there. On this piece, we've removed the plastic down the side here, besides this nub on each side. So this is XR for the right side. This is gonna go around here.
Text me when you get home. Try not to doze off. Let me know when you close off. Hey. There's one thing on my mind. I'ma give you 3 guesses. They are the right answer.
Alright. There you have it. Sucker is nice and solid. Look at that European finish, even across the radio. Nice soft look there, some gloss. This thing's gonna look great in the dash. Alright, here we are in the Porsche. We're gonna work on getting the equalizer out, climate controls relocated, and just kind of keep this installation progressing.
I've been somewhere in the Matrix. Deja vu, what the operator, please. Riding through the city, Uber back home, Uber back home. Riding through the city, Uber back home, Uber back home. All the street lights glowing, headlights alone at the red lights. All the street lights glowing, headlights alone at the red lights. Had this girl ask me, what's on your mind? I'ma give you 3 guesses, same shit.
Alright, back in the Porsche, we're gonna run the Bluetooth microphone. There's a small clip We're gonna put this up behind the rearview mirror, sit like that. So we're gonna scoot through that now. All right, so we got the Porsche with the so we got the Porsche with the backup camera. Let's take a look in the trunk. The camera wire comes down and runs along with all the stock wiring. We've got a relay which is used to trigger when this is in reverse, and the backup camera. Can't see that from. All right, so the customer just called. They wanted to add the XM radio. No problem. Gotcha. Show you how to install satellite radio antenna on a Porsche. Here we go. Here's the Sirius XM kit, and what we've already got is the antenna out of the package. A little piece of double tape on top of the antenna. This part of the vehicle here and the wiper cowl is exposed to the sky, so you don't have to have your antenna on the outside of the car. How nice is that? So we're going to remove this battery cover and the this service cover here. Put the antenna up there, run it through the boot behind the battery, and we'll have XM radio, or Sirius XM radio, on this new Sony.
Somewhere in the Matrix, deja vu, what the operator, please. Riding through the city, Uber back home, Uber back home.
So I was just wiping a bonding agent up there. That'll make the two-way tape permanent. I'm gonna do one zip tie. This is the wiper squirter hose. I'm gonna do one zip tie there, and then I'll work on bringing that wire up into the car. Wire in the vehicle already, and there's a grommet above the gas pedal to the right, above the gas pedal to the right. So you can remove that and cut a little slit and run your wire through that. So we're going to put the grommet back in, run the antenna wire up to the radio, and we'll be done over there. Alright, everything's prepped in this Porsche. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put the radio back in, run our USB ports, and then we'll move on to the backup camera.
Inside. Had a little run-in with some trouble last night. You still awake in my phone. Text me when you get home. Trying not to doze off. Let me know when you close off. There's one thing on my mind. I'ma give you 3 guesses. They all the right answer. I've been somewhere in the Matrix. Deja vu, what the operator, please. Riding through the city, over back home.
So there you have it. We got the dash back together. Got the SONY XAV and the climate controls moved down. What do you guys think of that? Looks pretty nice. Alright, so wrapping up the Porsche, we got a new radio in. We're going to box up his old equipment, and we're going to show you how this thing works. Anytime you're dealing with a exotic car, definitely want to make sure you give the customer all their stuff back. Take nice care of removing it. So here we're using the Sony and we're running Apple Carplay. Home button here brings you to a split screen. It'll have your music, nav, and suggestions. Here's the three most recent things, navigation, music, phone. Here you can, play, skip tracks, access your shuffle. And you could also do Siri by holding down the voice button or holding down the bottom corner here. Take me to Starbucks.
One option is Starbucks on Reynolds Road. Let me know if you want to hear the whole list.
Okay. So from here you could just tap on them and you would be on your way. Another thing that we've installed here is the backup camera. So we're going to go ahead and put this vehicle into reverse, and you got the backup camera and adjustable grid lines. We'll set those up shortly once we're outside. And out of the backup camera, it goes straight back to CarPlay. There is, when you head home, you do have a tuner just for AM, FM, Bluetooth. If you're not going to do the CarPlay, you just want to have like basic Bluetooth connection. This we did actually install the XM tuner, but we're still in the shop. So once we get this car outside, we'll fire up the tuner. We showed you the XM antenna install, but we'll move on. And there's a couple USB ports and settings. It's got some pretty good ones, for the sound. You've got 10 band, you got the EQ10. DSO is a soundstage organizer. Basically will help with like door speakers sounding like they're up high in the dash, and crossovers, EQ. But on the EQ there's different presets. This is all the Sony functions. And let's see, you could also set this up with this vehicle doesn't have them, but steering wheel controls. You can go to custom, and you can actually reassign all your steering wheel functions. So say you want volume up and mute, you can rearrange any of your steering wheel control functions. So if you're missing a button, you just had one of these installed and you're missing a button, go into that custom steering wheel control and dial that in. So that's it. Let's go to Starbucks.
Starting route to Starbucks.
Alright,
To Tyler Blvd.
we're gonna head out.
Then turn right.
Thanks for watching. Hope you learned a few things on working on a Porsche and ideas of what you can do in yours. Check it out. I'll get more from where Steven's at. Alright, so we're going to set up the parking grid lines for this Porsche so you can out park on a dime. So right now we have the car parked in a spot. We're going to pull forward. We're going to pull forward out of the spot and basically I could see the lines. They're a little harder to see. The factory lines are way out here, but we're going to go into home, settings, general, rear camera, and guideline adjust, and we're going to tap the lower bar and make that wider. And while we're in there, I'm just going to put it back into reverse. I can see the line there. I can see the line there. I like it. And notice you can see above the horizon here. Too many backup cameras, people putting on cars that shine straight down. So if you want to whip around a parking lot and have a better peripheral vision, come check us out. We'll get you dialed in with the right equipment and make sure it works nice or automatically. When you put it in reverse, you've got your backup camera. We'll take the time to set up all your settings, and so here we're gonna back up into that, and then we're gonna stop once we get to this parking curb is up against the red. Alright, I like it. It's about a foot away. You could get closer, but we're definitely centered within a parking spot. So we're gonna give this guy a call. Come let him know his car is ready. Come pick it up. We'll go over it or show him how to use everything. Thanks for watching. I know this guy's gonna be happy. Alright, looks like it might rain, so go ahead and we're gonna close the top on this before we give this guy a call to head in. So, and these, you want to wait till the light on the dash shuts off, and then there's a big latch. Click that shut. It'll send the windows up for you. But all right, we're out. Subscribe here now. Click here to watch our channel playlist. Click here for a video chosen for you by YouTube.